Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today is the day of aftermath. CZ going to jail. We got to talk about this. He's pleading guilty, guys. What are the markets going to do today? You know, yesterday everybody was just taking the news for the first time. This was brand new story, crazy story. The world's largest exchange CEO admits he's guilty, and so does the exchange. They're paying a $4 billion fine. What comes next for Bitcoin, for crypto.coms, Crocoin, and for the altcoin market? Is Max Pain on the horizon? Well, some analysts are warning of exactly that. Talking about the spot Bitcoin ETF, of course, looking at the FTX issues that happened, and now CZ. What comes next, guys? I'm very bullish. Honestly, guys, I'm very bullish. I look for buying opportunities every single day. That's what we're doing because this is still accumulation zone time. Some say we're in a bull market. I say, yeah, I mean, why not? Sure, let's call it a bull market now because, frankly, we're out of the depths of the bear market, but that doesn't mean that one more Max Pain capitulation event can't happen. It certainly can, and it might. And so we'll talk about the possible outcomes. And Max Pain really only applies to traders, greedy traders who are over leveraged on positions without stop losses, unable to take profit. If you're dollar cost averaging, Max Pain's a buying opportunity. And so Max Pleasure and buying opportunity maybe is what the title should be. But let's talk about what's going on. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, and welcome everyone out there. Let's get in here. Let's look at the crypto market. Hey, Cryo, we got one viewer from Finland today. One of the members on the channel. Good to see you. We got a new banner, guys. Easier to understand. You know, we got members down below. If you want to become a member like Cryo, go for it right there. Sushi Satoshi, good to see you, brother. Good morning. Let's peek in at this crypto market, and we'll get into some of the top stories on the day. So right now, the overall crypto market is slightly down. It is. It's slightly down because the world's largest exchange just admitted money laundering and violating international sanctions. So there you go. That's all I got today. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the beginning. Let's talk about this and see what's going on. Bitcoin, surprisingly strong today, honestly, guys. But I said, if you were on my stream yesterday, I said it. The fear and greed index, it's going to turn a little bit fearful, partially because of the media, this news. The fear and greed index, by the way, this is actually great. I want to show you guys this. It tells you exactly what the fear and greed index is about here. So here you go. This uses trading data, also looking at market sentiment, which is measuring news articles, clicks, I think. This is kind of a lagging indicator. This could get a little bit yellowish, possibly into the orange. We've been talking about, even in a bull market, how there are times where all of a sudden we go into the fearful stages, and that could be coming up here right now, and you see the greediness in the market is dwindling down. The price of Bitcoin's at 36,500, like I said. Pretty shocking. Pretty surprising to see that this is hanging on. And Ethereum, even more to my surprise, is moving up right now, which could give us actually a pretty optimistic outlook. Maybe we don't have Max Pain coming just yet. Maybe we have a little more upside, and Ethereum's trying to make that argument today, but we'll look at a key channel that I've been peeking at for Ethereum to kind of understand why this is so essential and what we need to look out for Ethereum. So stick around to the end. I'm going to bring that to you guys at the end of the stream. Binance coin, I'm just blown away by how this is holding up in price. Right now in the last 24 hours, the Binance token is down 10% after the CEO pleaded guilty, and 2J3 is eating breakfast tacos in the chat. I'm just talking about the chat there. Cronos is actually now outperforming Binance in a big way. You can see in the last 24 hours, it's up 2.32% versus Binance is only up negative 10%. So, but in the last 7 days, Binance is only down 8%, and Crow right now is only down 8.29% actually. So these are still going tick for tack. Crow's having a little bit better of a recovery today, which makes all the sense in the world. CEO of crypto.com just tweeted out yesterday a very interesting message, which I want to kind of rehash out with you guys. We're going to look at the message from Binance and CZ that he put out on Twitter yesterday and talk about it live. I'm going to read it out for you guys and break it down because you got to understand, is this man telling the truth? Is he continuing to lie? What else is going on behind the curtain for Binance that we're not aware of? Yesterday, billions of dollars flew out of the Binance exchange on fear of the Binance exchange collapsing. People have been flooding the BUSD coin, the stable coins on Binance. Definitely a fearful time. Senators are saying, I told you so when it came to crypto and corruption. But who's right here? And what comes next? Looking at the day, we will see on the last 24 hours, the biggest losers are Binance. Binance is the biggest loser in the last 24 hours, and that makes all the sense in the world. But considering that Binance is having trouble and the price of Binance is struggling right now, I'm just shocked to see that this is the worst token. You would really expect altcoins to bleed out harder against Binance, the fourth largest crypto by market cap. But altcoins are holding really strong, and I'm honestly, again, I'm going to credit that to Ethereum, really. I mean, and just all you out there and institutions. This tells us, guys, that diamond handers are out there and they're waiting for a bull market, and they're not going to give up on crypto just because Binance is having some troubles. And this is contrary to what, honestly, we've been talking about. You know, we said, hey, if Binance starts to fail, then we would expect the crypto market to take a big dip as well. Right now, the crypto market's hanging on. Maybe max pain is still ahead. Maybe this is something we still have to be aware of, something that could potentially come down the pipeline here. Meme coins haven't had their day in the sun yet in this beginning of this bull market. A lot of other coins like Cardano still have yet to fly. Chainlink's had a pretty good time. Polygon, we were looking at yesterday. Maybe a good opportunity to pick up some Polygon because this hasn't really broken out on the year. It's down 15% on the week, which is actually crazy to me, especially considering Ethereum's up and Polygon's a major layer 2 solution for Ethereum, guys. Very, very interesting. These are all the things we like to look at on a daily basis for this. We got Nazar in the chat, Sushi Satoshi. Good to see everybody in the community out there getting into the chat. By the way, guys, if you guys have questions about anything that's going on or tokens you want me to look at, just let me know, guys. I will stay up, looking at this comment section and make sure I am responding to you guys because I want to have a dialogue with you guys, not just read out articles at you and just give you my opinion. I think it's important to talk about what the community's thoughts are right now. One thing that I've been freaking out about is that the FTX token is rallying. In the last 24 hours, it's up 35%. This is shady, guys. I just don't understand why the FTX token is rallying. I keep going back to SEC and Congress bribes, but that could be the only thing. Maybe there's a secret thing going on where the SEC favors the FTX exchange. The U.S. government might favor the FTX exchange. Going to be interesting to see FTX versus crypto.com in this bull market just as much as it's interesting to watch crypto.com versus Binance and some of these other major exchanges. Speaking of crypto.com, if you guys are wondering, I'll give you a quick update on the price. Yesterday, we were falling, broke through the 8.7 cent level I've been looking at, but just rebounded sharply today, coming right back up, making a move towards 10 cents again. I'm not getting too optimistic. It's certainly possible we start flying, especially as people are fleeing out of Binance, which that's a fact, and we'll look at that in a second here. Maybe they're moving to exchanges like crypto.com. That being said, crypto.com needs to launch its U.S. exchange platform, not just the app, its U.S. exchange platform in this country in order for them to pick up some of this volume that Binance is now going to be missing out on in this upcoming bull market. Who in their right mind would buy FTX? I don't know, Nazar. I don't know. People that are chasing gains, and well, if you're making gains on it, well, I congratulate you. Just don't be afraid to take profit, especially with a value proposition like FTX that comes from frauding out their customers. I don't have high hopes for that, but at the same time, maybe there's some backdoor players that we're just not aware of that are propping this thing up, getting it live again. Sam Bankman-Fried's out of the way, and FTX has some kind of destiny that we're unaware of. Crowcoin versus Bitcoin, really coming down a little bit. Bitcoin is showing strength as altcoins are kind of retracing from their recent highs. Altcoins need to cool off, in my opinion, something we've been talking about pretty steadily here on the channel. Binance was falling today. It's technically up slightly on the daily candle, trying to make even more of a gain back up. But we've been looking at a pretty interesting level for Binance and saying, hey, maybe the bottom was in. I was looking at like right here, maybe the bottom was in. It looked like we wanted to go up. And then all of a sudden, CZ pleads guilty. And so now the Binance token is coming back down to test its lows again at about 210. I think we will revisit that level at least. And there's a chance, guys, that this thing comes down lower to some of these other previous levels, maybe at about $130, possibly down all the way to $40. I'm not going to get my hopes up about that. I mean, honestly, I hope that doesn't happen. And some people were saying yesterday that, Binance isn't only tied to the exchange, it's tied to the BNB chain as well. And that's a great point. And the BNB chain is very strong. It's the third or second largest next to Ethereum when it comes to total value locked up. And so that alone is going to keep this Binance token floating pretty decently strong. And I think that's part of the reason that this didn't collapse to, total death in this bear market. And it was one of the strongest tokens, in fact. Kind of like Ethereum was stronger than some of these other altcoins. I'll be talking about Crow throughout this because it's very, very interesting to look at what's going on in this market. In order to understand what's going on with CRO and your other favorite projects, you got to look at a couple key metrics. One being Bitcoin, okay? How is Bitcoin doing today? Pretty darn well, considering this massive black swan event of the world's largest exchange becoming basically criminals. Bitcoin, we're going to talk a little bit about, a couple potential scenarios for Crow, for Bitcoin, for this market overall. So again, October was a very bullish month. This happened because of excitement by the rumor sentiment around a spot Bitcoin ETF. Okay. Pumped up now, black swan event. Maybe we come back down to 35K. I'm looking at 32, maybe 30K even as a potential level. If we break down below that, I'd be a little bit suspicious that we are oversold. That being said, in the overall market cap, you got to look at that picture too, because it's not just Bitcoin. What are altcoins doing? And the overall market cap is really showing a similar picture to Bitcoin right now. The lowest possible level I'd expect the overall market cap to dip to is $1 trillion, which would be a really, really, really brutal retracement, about a 26% retracement for altcoins, 50% for some altcoins. I don't know if we're going to go down that low. I could expect to see maybe a bounce off this $1.24 to $5 trillion level for the overall crypto market cap, which would really correspond with this $30,000 level for BTC. Now, we don't have to do that, but in my opinion, that would be max pain, because everybody's waiting for Bitcoin to break out through 38K, and it's just frankly not happening just yet. And I don't think that this Binance news is going to allow that to happen anytime soon. That being said, Bitcoin kind of has a mind of its own. If all of a sudden a bunch of people that are shorting Bitcoin get wrecked, which we haven't seen yet, then all of a sudden maybe we do get a short squeeze and we move up. That's certainly a possibility. Another factor we need to look at is what's going on with the Fed. Okay, yeah, I'm talking about the Fed today because it's relevant. You have Binance collapsing. I shouldn't say Binance collapsing. Binance leadership collapsing. Binance pleading guilty. Not as bad as FTX. They weren't stealing from their customers, or at least that's not what the U.S. government is accusing them of doing. They're just accusing them of violating sanctions and allowing illicit financing for certain groups that the U.S. government frowns and many out there frown. But looking at the S&P 500 right now, what an incredible move that this is having right now. These candles, guys, these are the monthly candles, okay? What a beautiful month for November that the S&P 500 has had. But this is very interesting to see because the Fed, okay, is looking at, and this is an old article, but I just wanted to show you guys, people are looking at what the Fed is doing here on a daily basis. No advertisements, no. On a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, looking for the next FOMC meeting. There's one more coming up in December. People are wondering if the Fed is going to raise or lower or pause the rate hikes. The question kind of remains for the Fed from his previous comments is, Well, what happens to the S&P 500? Because if the S&P 500 continues to break out and breaks into all-time highs before the Fed hits its target rate for inflation, which is 2%, right now we're at about 3 and change, I believe. If this S&P starts breaking out, then the Fed might have to raise interest rates, and that could cause for some downward pressure on the S&P 500 again, on Bitcoin again, and there is a chance, guys, that we, double peak out here for the S&P 500. And the Fed kind of manipulates it, let's say, and moves us back down. And maybe we retest some of these other levels around here. I don't think we break that down, this low. I don't see a recession coming. A presidential election year is ahead of us. And so overall, the market could be bullish in my mind. But we got to look out for what the Fed is going to do to react to the S&P 500. And then what the Fed does will act on Bitcoin. We had an incredible October. Again, this is because of the BlackRock spot ETF hype. And November is currently at 5.4% for Bitcoin on monthly returns. I wouldn't be surprised to see this dip into the red, guys. And as I was talking about yesterday, looking back at the history since 2013, guys, if you have a red November, you likely have a red December. Just according to the past in Bitcoin, that's not a guarantee. That doesn't have to happen that way. But it's something I'm going to look out for, okay? Buying opportunities and max pain. Speaking of max pain, it didn't hit yet. Yesterday, I was predicting that today we would see a massive amount of liquidations from yesterday, the 21st. Today's the 22nd of November. And looking at what happened yesterday, not a lot of liquidations, which means that could be coming on the horizon potentially. But the Bitcoin and crypto market is held very, very strong, almost strangely strong, because there's so much hype. There's so much excitement around a spot Bitcoin ETF. That's the reason we're up to these highs for Bitcoin in the first place on the year. Nobody cares that Binance users pulled out over $1 billion from the exchange yesterday. $1 billion was pulled out of the Binance exchange. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money in the overall amount that Binance has. Technically, it is a lot of money, but relative to the amount of money traded in Binance, it's the world's largest exchange. And so it is fractions, a rather large fraction, but not like half the amount of money in Binance, right? But you will see that people are fleeing out of Binance. And then the question I pose to anybody out there is, what exchange are they going to go to? Are they going to FTX? Really? Are they really going to go to FTX? I say no. They're not. I think this FTX pump is ridiculous. I think this is searching for exit liquidity. I think you have whales playing whale games, trying to get people to FOMO into a coin right now because it's got attention. And then maybe they're going to dump on you. I don't know. I'm not giving you financial advice on what you're going to do with the FTX token. I'm not buying it. But the question remains, where are people going to go if they start leaving Binance? And the argument could be that an exchange like crypto.com that is the leader in regulatory compliance could certainly be one of those choices, a top choice potentially. This is crazy. CZ is going to pay $50 million. Binance is going to pay $4 billion. And they got a new CEO. They did bring in a new CEO. Meanwhile, a new Ethereum layer 2 gets $30 million worth of new funding. People are still bullish on crypto. That's why this market's still coming in. New funding's coming in for new projects. We are getting into the FOMO stage of this. Things are getting exciting and people don't care. Here's the message from CZ. I'm going to read a little bit of this for you guys and talk about some of the comments. Yesterday, he stepped down. He's saying, this is good to go. And Richard Tang was the former global head of regional markets, is now the CEO. We'll look at Richard Tang in a minute here. But he talks about, here's a little message I want to share with you guys. As a shareholder and former CEO with historical knowledge of our company, I will remain available to the team to consult as needed, consistent with the framework set out in our U.S. agency resolutions. What's next for me? I'll take a break first. I'm going to come back to this. I'll take a break first. I've not had a single day of real phone off break for the last 6.5 years. This is funny to me. After that, my current thing is I'll probably do some passive investing, being a minority token shareholder in startups areas and Web3 and DeFi. But I'm happy that I'll finally have some more time to spend looking at DeFi. How honest is he being here? Is this really what he's going to do? Because the real truth seems to be, to me, that he's going to face 18 months in prison. And so, CZ, yeah, you're going to have some time away from your phone. And yeah, you're not going to have some time to look at DeFi because you might be behind bars for a year. Now, this is a much lighter sentence than Sam Bankman-Fried. And just for the record, he had a couple $1 million to get him on bail. I think like $140 million or something like that for bail. And so he's not in prison yet. The trial will be coming and he will likely find time behind bars. But this is contradicting again. Even after he pleads guilty, he's still lying. And so in this, CZ really has become a bad actor in a sense because he's a liar. You know, all the FUD that he was dispelling, number four was a lie. Now he's talking about, you know, oh, I'm happy and I'm going to take a break, you know. Yeah, you're going to jail now, most likely. You're going to go to prison. You know, I can't see myself being a CEO driving a startup again. I can't see that either because you're going to jail. So we got the Crow fam in the chat reporting in. Big Wheel, good morning. Matt, it's Wade. Good to see you. Ali, good to see everybody. Miss Crypto Kip, my love, in the chat. That is my wife. She is in the chat. Good to see you, honey. We do have a interesting statement as well. Funds are safe food. Do I really believe you anymore, Binance? But this is true. This is a truth. They didn't allege that Binance misappropriated any user funds, and they didn't allege that Binance engaged in any market manipulation yet. Going to be interesting to see how these narratives, if they get challenged or dispelled, it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's look at the new leader of this exchange and see what's going on. He's already got himself the title. They're moving on as quick as they can because they don't want these sell-offs to happen. They need to move fast because the money in these crypto markets moves fast as well. Talking about today, the fundamentals of our business are very strong. They continue to operate the world's largest exchange, which is true. You know, they're debt-free, the expenses are modest, and despite low fees, we charge our users. We have robust revenues and profits. Remember, there have been a lot of executives that have left this exchange, probably for the same reason that CZ did, because there's some shady stuff going on. We don't know the details on this. With this settlement, we're not going to get all those details because that's kind of the nature of this settlement. But when CZ does go to court and goes through his sentencing, things might come out in discovery. It could be very, very interesting to see how that one plays out. But Richard Tang, we'll keep an eye on him, see how that goes for him and this new CEO. Binance going to jail is a crazy story. But now here you see articles like this today, which I like to challenge and have a lot of fun. We got 43 viewers, 11 likes. Do me a favor, guys. Smash up that like button if you like to get the CZ issue out of the way. I know a lot of you guys were upset at CZ, didn't like CZ. Some of you guys were supporting him. I was supporting him as well, but hey, if he was doing something wrong, we kind of want to get those bad actors out of the way. People making the wrong moves for crypto, giving the U.S. an agenda against crypto. We want them out of the picture. But here's the article that I was interested in. Crypto is about to get boring. Is that really true? Is that really true? Because remember, guys, Chris Marszalek tweeted out yesterday something very contrary. It's great to see a major overhang removed. Bodes extremely well for the market. Looking forward to the next chapter of its development, led by companies with the required regulatory setup. A hint that these guys are ready to go, ready to take on all the volume that Binance is going to miss out on. Just a hint for the crypto.com holders out there. He's excited. He thinks that it's not going to get boring. Also, I don't think it's going to really get boring either because the active supply of Bitcoin and Ethereum on exchanges is at record lows. This means that the supply is very much so in demand. Good morning, Crypto Keeper. Good to see you. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions in the comments down below. This is a live stream. You can talk with me live. Ask me your questions. Super chat me with any gems of questions that you guys have. I want to get to each and every single one of you and answer all your questions. And let's talk about what's going on. But the Bitcoin and Ethereum supplies are at record lows. This means that people are looking to buy Bitcoin. This means when people start buying Bitcoin, it's going to be a major supply shock to this market. And things are going to get in cryptomania. Again, a bull market's coming, guys. And remember, a spot Bitcoin ETF is a part of that. Now, yes, the ETF is getting delayed by the SEC, but despite what these articles want you to think, the SEC delays spot Bitcoin ETF applications again. Look, guys, they have been postponing this decision, and we knew they were going to postpone this thing as long as they could. This thing ain't getting approved till January, especially now, and there's a chance, guys, that it could get rejected Buy the rumor, buy the news, some people say. On spot Bitcoin ETF, says one expert. This is a very interesting thing, you know? Buy the rumor, buy the news. They believe, some people out there believe that Pantera Capital's leader believes that a spot Bitcoin ETF will fundamentally change the access to Bitcoin, which is true. And JP Morgan thinks that it could be a threat to Coinbase in the medium term. Well, what is the truth? Is it buy the rumor, sell the news, or buy the rumor, buy the news? And the truth is, nobody's going to really know the answer to that question. I would say buy the rumor, sell the news seems pretty appealing. And also, nobody is also talking about the fact that the spot Bitcoin ETF could be rejected. Okay, and so are things getting boring in this market? No, things are getting very exciting. There's a lot of questions up in the air. And let's also look at the recent comments from the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. Listen in.
Is a regime that can support responsible innovation. It's not meant to end cryptocurrency activities, but to the extent they occur, it must be consistent with U.S. law.
So she's talking about Binance, and she's saying that this Binance DOJ lawsuit is not meant to end cryptocurrencies. Is that boring or is that bullish? You let me know. Woo! Okay, that was a big sneeze. Things aren't getting bearish yet, guys. It is bullish. I like this tweet. I had to share it with you guys. A great little clip of Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, who's traditionally come out and not a very big fan of crypto, is saying this is not meant to end cryptocurrency activities. This is great to see, guys. This is a great thing to see from Janet Yellen. At a time where the U.S. government is attacking crypto, you also have some promising statements from some leaders out there saying that, hey, we're not trying to kill this thing completely, but, you know, the illegal activity wasn't so good. And, you know, that's true. The illegal activity ain't so good. Let's move into the little Q&A section here, guys. Those are kind of my market updates for you guys, but let me know how you guys are feeling today. What's the word on the street? What are you guys looking at? David Betts says, I think FTX is being controlled by the government. Very interesting. If you don't mind, guys, I'm going to get a little bit of coffee here. I need a little bit more. I got the coffee maker in the studio. It's a beautiful thing. I need this coffee, guys. It warms my soul, warms the bones. Get a little coffee, a kafafi in here. David says, I think FTX is being controlled by the government. You know, David, let's talk about that. I love that comment. I agree. I agree with you, David. I think that FTX might be influenced, maybe not controlled by the government, but influenced by the government. You got to remember where the FTX exchange came from, guys. It came from SBF, okay? SBF, who bribed 1/3 of Congress. That's proven. Those congressmen donated or returned the funds, donated them to charities or returned the funds. And that was just brushed under the rug. SBF was waived of his campaign finance charges. He was given campaign finance charges that were waived by the Department of Justice. Why? The same agency that is coming after Binance and asking for $4 billion. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy that they're treating Binance one way and FTX another. They would have no problem coming after CZ if there were illicit campaign finance charges against him. But they're not doing it for SBF. They didn't do it for SBF. Why? Because there's something else going on. He bribed a bunch of politicians. He funded campaigns. It's proven. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's unbelievable. In fact, he funded the current administration that's in office. You're going to get favorable charges from that, from the DOJ? Of course you are. Of course you are. In the meantime, Binance is not centered here. Binance has violated international laws too. It's hosted in the Cayman Islands. They're coming after them, but they just dropped the campaign finance charges. Now FTX is pumping. Gary Gensler came out and said that he'd be open to the SEC. The SEC would be open to the FTX exchange launching if they did it the right way. And yeah, I mean, if they did it the right way, maybe, but are you really going to buy that token? Are you really going to utilize that exchange? Okay, let me just ask you this. If you went to a bank, okay, and all of a sudden you put in, your you get a big bonus check from your company. You put that bonus check in your bank. You have all your money in the bank. And all of a sudden, all your money's gone, or your money goes down to 10% of what the value was. And then they just change the leadership. And they're like, oh, well, leadership is new. We couldn't get you all your money back. We're working on it. And the leadership is new. Just come back. Are you really going to go back to the bank? Or are you going to go find a different bank? You're going to go find a different bank, guys. No reason anybody should be going to FTX here. No reason at all. Let's see how this thing plays out. I'm going to be so upset if the FTX exchange props back up. It would make no sense to me. I'm looking for exchanges like crypto.com. I'm looking for exchanges like KuCoin, like even Gemini, if they can get themselves back on their feet. The Winklevoss twins had their own troubles. Great question, though, David. Great question. And David Betts also asking, please, guys, put some questions in the comments down below. A little Q&A here. I want to talk with the community. What are the thoughts of Bonk? I got some today. David, well, you didn't buy the top. And so congratulations to you, David. Black Sea took some profits on Bonk towards the top, and that was spectacular. Now he's playing with the bankers' money, and that's a good place to be. I do think that Bonk is the #1 meme token on Solana, and I do think that Bonk could have a big amount of gains in this next bull market, potentially. It's going to be very interesting to watch the Bonk token and what it does. I'm also going to keep an eye on Corgi AI. I think at some point, inevitably, meme coins will find their way up again. Now, maybe Bonk needs to cool off a little bit more. Maybe it already cooled off. But right now, in general, I am bullish on Bonk. I think that Solana has proven the test of time. It survived the bear market. People love Solana, clearly, and the Bonk token is a community token that's integrated into the Solana ecosystems for APY uses, for a lot of different utility in that ecosystem. That's the goal of it. It was airdropped to the NFT holders for free, and then people started buying it like crazy in this bear market, and now the bull market's starting, arguably, and Bonk had some excitement, and I think it could have some future excitement again in this next bull market. So there you go. There you go. Gave you a little crypto kip emoji in the chat. Yeah, let's see what else is going on out there. V for Vendetta says, Crow will hit 15 cents by the end of the year. Maybe. I was thinking that could happen. But now, maybe that's changed, V for Vendetta, because the Black Swan event of Binance collapsing. I still don't think we've seen the full sell-off from this Binance deal, okay? I just don't think we have. I could be wrong. I'm looking out for Max Payne buying opportunities. That's what it is. Max Payne means buying opportunities, and that could still be kind of ahead. I'm not really sure. I can't predict the future. I can only guess, just like you guys out there. But we do the research on a daily basis to try to figure it out. Leave some questions, guys, in the comments down below. Let's look at what's going on in the price action for the charts right now. What's happening? I'm going to pull up, let's see here. We'll look at Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on right now. Actually, let's just look at the overall market. Let's look at the overall market, and let's see what's going on and what the big movers are on the day. Let me know if there's any coins you guys want me to look at today. This is my favorite part of these streams, is just a little Q&A where we kind of just explore together. A little bit of exploration, because if you're trying to buy some crypto, then you're going to want to do some exploring. And we do some exploring. We do have a private Discord for the members on this channel. You can see it right here. We do have the members Discord link below. Check it out, guys. Also, sign-up bonuses for Femex, which is an exchange that has proven the test of time as well. A great leverage trading platform. It's easy to use on your iPhone. Careful, guys, though, because leverage trading is very dangerous, but there is some free money if you guys do sign up using our links. So take advantage of that if you haven't done so already. Bitcoin is hanging on. This whole market is hanging on right now. Oh, you know what? I wanted to talk to you guys about Ethereum, because what Ethereum is doing right now is very, very interesting to me. I like to look at Ethereum to understand what's going on with the broader crypto market and specifically altcoins. And right now, it's so interesting to see that Ethereum, guys, is actually finding a green week right now. We're still in a green week. This is the same week that Binance is at fear of collapse, right? And I don't think Binance is going to go away. I don't think Binance is going to collapse. FTX didn't go away. Binance certainly ain't, but Ethereum is in this triangle, which I've been looking at for a while now. And if we can break out, then altcoins can find more ways up. And so to your point in the chat about 15 cent crow, you're going to need Ethereum to prove that it wants to stay bullish for altcoins to stay bullish in my mind. Now, I do expect Ethereum to take a chance at $1,600, $1,700 again. I think it's a certain possibility, okay? But that being said, if we continue to just rally up, maybe it's around this Ethereum spot ETF hype. Maybe it's around the spot Bitcoin ETF hype. You see people in the media saying, buy the rumor, buy the news for the spot Bitcoin ETF. Maybe that's just what's going on right now. And maybe Binance doesn't do well. Ethereum and other altcoins do well. That's a certain possibility. We don't need max pain just yet, but inevitably there are going to be moments of max pain in these bear cycles, guys. These bull cycles, as we start to heat up, there will be reversals. Solana went up 200% in a month. Crow went up 170% in a month. Nothing goes straight up. See what else is going on here. Crow is moving up. My favorite range buying is 7 to 10 cents. Sure, I liked buying at 5 cents. I just like buying before we reach all-time highs. I'm just buying and accumulating my favorite coins leading into a bull market because we're not even there yet. The halving event, guys, is what the crypto market revolves around. That doesn't happen until March. We also have a spot ETF announcement probably coming in January. So January and March are going to be very interesting months. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement, which contradicts that article we looked at earlier saying crypto's about to get boring. It's about to get exciting. In fact, how could they say that crypto's about to get boring when we put out a video last night that got 4K views in like 10 hours, okay? People are looking and understanding and learning about crypto, doing their research, and there's newcomers that are doing the research, trying to figure out what exchange to use. V from Detta says you can see somebody trying to pump Crow through the Upbit exchange. Good. Bring it on. Let's see some more altcoin rallies. Let's see Crow keep going up. That would be a beautiful thing to see. It would be a beautiful thing to see. Little studio update for you guys. As you can see, we do have some things happening here. I got some little like plant life we got going on. You can see over here. I'm working on it. It's still kind of a mess, but we're going to get there, guys. I am trying to get this studio up and running. I got my walls coming today, actually tonight, and so I'm going to try to get those set up so that after Thanksgiving, we can have a full-fledged bull market studio for you guys. Johnny1978 says, I need Crow to hit 50 cents. Johnny, I am with you, man. You are a loyal member on the channel, and you deserve a 50-cent Crow, my brother. Good to have you as a member, my friend, and good to see that you're getting ready and you're accumulating and you're looking out for that 50-cent Crow. I'm looking for a $1 Crow. I'm looking for a $2 to $5 Crow, matter of fact, in this next bull market, guys. I'm getting ready for it. I'm also getting ready for some meme coin pumps because inevitably the meme coins will rally once again. Let's actually look at some of the meme coins right now because it's kind of an interesting time to be doing it. As you're looking for coins to accumulate, what are you getting into? Let's just take a peek at the biggest meme coin out there, the one, the only Dogecoin. Let's take a peek here. On the year, we are not up. Point number one. On the all-time chart, we have not broken past any of these previous, we have lower highs is what we've been doing. We need to do a higher high. We need to start moving into higher highs and higher lows. That's what we need. And we're not even close to that yet with Dogecoin. You can see it's just kind of trickling down. Now we're coming up a little bit right now, but Dogecoin, remember guys, was almost to $1. It's just like Crow's value proposition. I do think that Dogecoin can get to $1 in this next bull market. Personally, I think that Elon Musk has done enough tweeting about it, and there's more tweets inevitably coming in the future from him likely for Doge, probably in the full-fledged stages of a bull market, because he just likes to troll on the world and pump Dogecoin for the fun of it. I'm looking out for a Dogecoin pump. I don't hold Dogecoin for the long term, but I do swing trade Dogecoin. I like to look at Doge for some swing trading gains. It's not too late, I think, to grab a little bag to try to anticipate a pump, but I like to focus on some of the true value tokens. Shiba Inu did launch the Shibarium, which is bullish, but yet still has not had any kind of upward movement in this bull market, really, to give anybody of these Shiba Inu holders gains yet. I think inevitably there will be gains coming for this token again, especially with the launch of Shibarium. And Shibarium might even have Shiba Inu moving to challenge the market cap of Dogecoin, which would be very interesting. Right now, Shiba Inu is like ranked it's in the top 20, but has just been kind of trickling down. This was almost in the top 10 at one point in the last bull market. This coin was huge. And we haven't had any bull market hype around Shibarium yet, really. And I think inevitably there could be a good pump there. So I'm looking at Shiba Inu in terms of meme coins, obviously because it's a top meme, guys. I'm also looking at Pepe. Oh, and actually Shiba Inu, yeah, rank number 19. I'm also looking at Pepe. Let's see where Pepe's at right now. Pepe at one point was in the top 50 during this bear market when things were calm. Right now, Pepe's not even looking like it's in the top. It's 96, rank number 96 with a $450 million market cap. Guys, this could get to $1 billion market cap. It could have a 2x. I don't know if this is going to like flip Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's going to be that big per se, but it's certainly some kind of target to look at and assess when you're looking at the value proposition for Pepe. The way I like to measure how high these things can go is looking at market caps, guys. It's a 10x for Pepe to flip Shiba Inu. Okay, so maybe it gets to Shiba Inu, maybe it doesn't flip it. Pepe doesn't have a Shibarium, right? Pepe doesn't have the Dogecoin hype. But some people do say frog versus a dog. I don't know. This was the bear market gem. It's going to be interesting to see if this Pepe token has a big rally. I do think it might. Ordinal, on a side note, is one coin that I'm very excited for. It's where people are building different NFTs and coins on the BRC20 network through Bitcoin via Ordinals. There's an Ordinals wallet. It's pretty good. Very low market cap as well. No reason this thing couldn't hit $1 billion in this next bull market when trillions flow in inevitably from a spot Bitcoin ETF and institutions getting into crypto. Coins like this could see a move up. Other meme coins that I'm looking at. Well, let's just do this. Let's see. Let's see if they have a category here. Categories. Let's look at categories, okay? And we'll look at memes. How about that? Let's look at memes. What are the memes that CoinMarketCap categorizes? Doge, Shiba, Pepe, Floki certainly has some people excited. Meme coin, I believe that this is a BRC20 token. Let me double check. Nope, this is on Ethereum, actually. Very interesting. I never caught wind of this meme token on Ethereum. Right now at a $200 million market cap. Very big market cap for a coin I've never really heard anybody talking about. Very interesting. Let's see how that one plays out. But, this is what you can look at. And then you see Bone, Shiba Swap, and Bonk is right there. Baby Dogecoin, some people have been looking at. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10i. I don't even know about this one, guys. This one was a joke in the bear market. Doge on Mars has some crazy fanatics about that one. Some other ones that I'm looking at. Let's see. Milady meme coin. Maybe there's something to that. That had some bear market hype. I don't really like the Milady's thing personally. We were looking at Volt Inu. I see a lot of people are excited about Volt Inu out there. Possibly going to see some gains on that one. I'm not really sure. These are not coins, by the way, guys, that I'm advising you to invest in, but I'm just looking at coins that could potentially pump. Some of these big bear market tokens are in here, and you can see some of these movers. I don't see... Yeah, see, like, Corgi AI didn't make the cut. They're not listing Corgi AI in here, which is very, very interesting, Crow community. But that's kind of what I do. I look through all these guys, and I'm trying to figure out, meme coins haven't really pumped yet, and so if you're trying to get some meme coin action, in here might be the move. Bonk, yeah, might do pretty well. Look, it's up 60% over the last 7 days. 25% move today after a big retracement yesterday, but this thing's still looking like it wants to move. Let me know what questions you guys have, by the way. Look at this thing. It's just basically right at its previous high. This is the tough level. We're struggling with this level. You might see this cool off and then another pump when the bull market really hits. We're arguably at the start of the bull market, but that doesn't mean these things need to keep flying. That being said, holding onto a bag of this might not be a bad move because, $238 million market cap. If it hits $1 billion, then you got a 4x still ahead of you guys. So we'll see how this thing plays out. Bonk, a big meme on Solana, everybody's wondering about right now. Johnny1978 gifted a Crypto Report membership. Welcome my Ultra journey. Good to have you as a member. Welcome. If you guys want to become a member on your own, there is a link in the description down below. You get access to our private Discord. And when we hit 100 members on the channel, we're going to do a $500 a month giveaway to one lucky member on this channel each month. Every month, as long as we have 100 members. We want to give back, reward the loyalty to the members on this channel, because that's the fun in it all. John316 says, hey Kip, feeling better today, feeling at peace because you and Black Sea keep it real. My partner on the channel and me are trying to keep our heads screwed on straight here. We've been in this market since 2016, and we do understand that there's volatility in these markets. There's black swan events that come up, but we just stay strong. We dollar cost average. We look for the dips. We look for the best value proposition right now. There's a good value proposition in some meme coins. There's definitely a good value proposition in any of the top altcoins that have retraced, given some of this Binance news. That being said, there might be a little more downside for some of these altcoins, unless Ethereum can prove that it wants to continue to break out. If we can just shake off this Binance news, then I'm going to start getting really, really bullish in the short term on Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins. Maybe not so much Binance token anymore, but these are some of the things that I'm looking at. Drop a people's elbow on that like button, says Marty. Absolutely. Smash that like, guys, if you haven't done so already. Gary AP says, howdy. Good to see ya. Aaron says, BB. B-I-B-I. What is this? Is this a meme token? I'll look at it. Why not? Let's look at the BB meme token. I'm going to assume it's a meme token. I like looking at these little coins. It's a $10 million market cap. This has not proven the test of time. It is on PancakeSwap on the Binance chain, which is struggling maybe in the future because of this news. I don't know. The hottest decentralized zero tax meme token on Binance Smart Chain. A Binance Smart Chain meme token. I don't like this. I don't like that they use this language in their description. Sounds pretty scammy to me. You know, I can't take you seriously if you're cussing. I'll be honest with you. If you're a YouTuber and you're cussing, if you are a promoter of a project and you're cussing, I have so I'm in a band, okay? My ex-bandmate, okay, and he's never going to watch this, and he might join the band again, so keep a secret, but he might join the band. He's got a photography business as well. He ended up quitting because we disagreed on a lot of things. One was branding. He wanted to put stuff like this on our website for my band, using cuss words, saying, keep it simple, not that stupid, lame stuff, not the stupid, lame, typical photographer. All credibility is lost. If you have to diss your competition in order to make your point, that's easy to do. Argue the positive things and just give a positive argument. Don't just smash the competition and say, this kind of blanketing words. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. No thanks. No thanks. So I'm just giving you the honest truth. Aaron, I don't know. Look, I like to focus on, I'd rather you have some bonk than something like this. I don't even know what this is. Never heard of it. $10 million market cap, extremely risky, too low of a market cap. For me, on a chain right now that is up in the air in terms of a big question mark with what's happening with Binance. Way too risky in my mind. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real, guys. Let's see what else is going on. $36,000 for Bitcoin right now. Nothing's really moving. Ethereum's holding off. Johnny1987 says, and good morning, Tej. Good to see you. Johnny1987 says, I got the Tangent wallet. I recommend it to 100%. So easy to use and possibly get hacked because hackers need your physical card. I don't get paid for promoting it, just saying. Very interesting. Tangem wallet. There you go. There's another wallet for you guys. I can't advise to get that wallet. I haven't done any research on it, but the community is speaking up and trying to help folks out there. Be careful, guys. Johnny1987, not to say that we don't want to trust you, but everybody go do your own research. Don't just take Johnny's word for it, but I appreciate you sharing with the community, Johnny. Thank you very much. Let's see what else is going on out there. Off topic, do you actually play guitar? David Betts wants to know if I actually play guitar. I think you just prompted me into doing it. This is so out of tune. But yes, I do. I do. It's so out of tune. But yes, I do play guitar. I sing. I play guitar. At some point, maybe you guys will get a tune. I just moved in. I didn't play my guitar yet because I moved in a week ago. I get to tune it. And, you know, I do play guitar, actually, because I'm in a band. I play guitar. I'm a songwriter. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a psychopath. You name it, okay? FTM. Is that a token you're looking at right now? Let's see what's going on with the FTM coin. I don't know what that is, but I like to make an example out of tokens that I either like or dislike just at a glance. Phantom. Oh, yeah, Phantom. A lot of people love Phantom. How's Phantom doing so far? In the last month, Phantom is up on the all-time chart. Phantom is still way down. This thing was at $3 in the last bull market, currently at 30 cents, looking like a possible 10x just to get to previous all-time highs. That's one of the basic measurements that I do. If a token is valuable, and Phantom token certainly has a lot of support, This one is a legitimate one. Notice it has an $817 million market cap. First thing I look at, big time exchanges, Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, every major exchange has this token. I think even crypto.com has it, I want to say. Let's see. Yep, crypto.com even has it. So every exchange out there pretty much has this token. Definitely one for the future to look at. If you're looking at altcoins, a lot of people like this token. It's a DeFi play, all right? It is providing decentralized finance services to developers. Together in-house, the FTM Phantom aims to solve problems associated with smart contract platforms, specifically transaction speed, which developers say they have reduced to under 2 seconds. This is helping as an Ethereum competitor. Phantom is something that is this is a layer 1 blockchain. So Phantom is a layer 1. But remember, guys, one thing I like to look at too is I am so excited about Crow because sure, Phantom is big, but let's look at this, all right? Let's look at this. Boom, boom, boom. DeFi Llama. We're talking about Phantom, which, yeah, a lot of people like Phantom. Phantom could certainly do well in this next bull market. And I think it will. I think a lot of tokens are going to do well in this next bull market. But let's look at this. So here you go. Where's Phantom? Where is Phantom? What I'm looking at now is here's your layer 1s, guys. Well, there's layer 2. But where's Phantom in here? Where's the total value locked up in Phantom? It's just not in the picture yet. It's just not a big one yet. Now it is on this list, but it's all the way down at rank number 35. And now you could argue, well, maybe that means that there's a lot of volume still has yet to come into it. Only $56 million are locked into this chain versus Cronos, which currently has $358 million into the chain. One of the reasons I'm so bullish on Cronos. Solana, $573 million in the chain. One of the reasons I'm so bullish on Solana. Avalanche as well. Can't ignore Avalanche, $632 million, which is why I am also bullish on Avalanche. AVAX also had some media issues, but so did Solana, so did Cronos. Everybody had some media issues. FUD is FUD, guys. It happens all the time. But FUD turned out to be real for Binance, unfortunately, and so there you go. Any Jasmy bags for you, Kip? No, sir. No Jasmy bags for me. I won't be picking up any Jasmy. It's just I haven't done the research. Maybe I got to look into Jasmy a little bit more, but I can only focus in on so many coins. Is Jasmy one of these plays? Is it a layer 1 solution? Jasmy might be a layer 1 solution. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Let's see what Jasmy's doing. Let's look at Jasmy. Jasmy coin, $248 million market cap, similar market cap to Bonk. Pretty established in a sense, right? Pretty big token in a sense. Way down from its previous all-time highs when it launched, way down. Possibly a lot of gains ahead. Some people are saying they're going to make, millions and bajillions of dollars on this thing. I'm aware. I know people are talking about it left and right. Last 7 days, not a lot of movement. Looking at the year, it's had some gains earlier, retraced, trying to find its way back up. What is Jasmy? Just doing the old research here on Binance, on KuCoin, on Coinbase. That's pretty good that it's on Coinbase, actually. So that's pretty good. A Coinbase listing is always good. Project. So this is a cryptocurrency project, a Tokyo-based Internet of Things provider, Jasmy Corporation. Includes mechanical and digital elements endowed with an identifier and the ability to transmit data. The IoT company, Jasmy, specializes in buying and selling data. Jasmy platform connects two categories, service providers and data users. Let's see. Mission of Jasmy is to create an environment by shaping infrastructure where users can easily, safely, and smoothly use data. As a result, Jasmy aims to provide its service with a powerful infrastructure. Well, the question I have is anybody actually using this? Let's look at the Twitter. How's their Twitter doing? 100K followers is pretty good. Let's see what's going on with the Jasmy website. This is how I do my research, folks. This is how we do the research. Wow. Okay. So this is Tokyo. Here you go. Here's some script. Tokyo, Japan. Japanese script right here. I don't know what the name of this font is, but this is very much Asian oriented, which there's definitely a big market for, Asia in crypto. There's a little bit of English here. Hard to say how, what, why, information. Let's see. We could watch this Jasmy video. I'm not going to do that right now. Talk about how this chain works. I'm going to look at some partners. Do we have some partners? Are they listing that? Yeah, so just comparing this to like a Cronos chain, a lot less going on here, a lot less going on. Not in my country, but here you go. Here's very interesting. Now, here's a representative director, management structure, former president and COO of Sony Corporation. That's pretty big. Former CEO of Sony Style Japan. That's pretty big. Okay, joined at KPMG. KPMG is pretty big. That's the CFO. So these are pretty legitimate leaders. Yeah, I mean, seemingly. Here's their whole history. Very interesting. And so what I'd do is I'd look into these guys and I'd look at where their previous jobs are. I'd see kind of how they left these companies. Did they leave on a good note? Did they leave on a bad note? And if you wanted to dive into this, this is what you'd kind of do. Very, very interesting. So good leaders, not a great website in my opinion. Don't really show me anything about their partnerships in any capacity. When you look at for example, other projects like Cronos, you'd see a lot more information. You'd see the partnerships. You'd see the Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services. So just Jasmy, I don't know. It's one of those tokens that kind of reminds you of like Neo. Said like Neo, the Ethereum killer. It's the China Ethereum, the Ethereum of China. Didn't really do that well. And it still could do some big gains, but I just don't know. I stick to what I know and understand. It's hard to measure. Internet of Things is definitely relevant, but there's other Internet of Things tokens out there. For example, IOTA. IOTA is much bigger than Jasmy. Why wouldn't IOTA be the one? Why is Jasmy better than IOTA? First mover advantage is important. That's kind of the way that I look at it. And so Jasmy, I've seen some YouTubers doing some videos on those, and I don't know. I think it's overhyped. I could be wrong. Maybe this token pumps. Just not enough going on for me to be sold on it, and that's just on a glimpse. Maybe I got to do some more digging. Okay. Daddy JC says FTX is up again. Absolutely. FTX is pumping. Don't know why. FTX will go over 10, says JC. I hope not, but maybe, certainly possible. Why not? I'm not going to buy it though. I'm certainly not going to buy it. Well, guys, that's the update for the day. A lot going on. Binance is in trouble. They're admitting guilt. You admit guilt. Now the media is going to attack. Let's see what happens to the Binance token. Let's see what happens with the overall crypto market. Can we hang on to where we're at right now? Can Bitcoin hold above $35,000? Or are we dipping back down to 30K? Can Crow hold the 8.7 cent level? Are we dipping back down to 6 cents? Can we hit 15 cents for Crow before the end of the year? A lot of questions, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on all that in the comments down below. That's all I got in this one, guys. New studio coming in hot. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys joining us today. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, folks, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace.